Yes, we can see Australia responding to strategic uncertainties on a number of levels. Last year there was the publication of the 2016 Defence White Paper, which highlighted, I guess without particularly naming specific countries, but certain issues like the South China Sea, East China Sea, general military build-ups as a basis for caution. And it also highlighted a long-term plan in terms of building Australia's own military capacity to also project power. And following that, also talked about strategies for broader engagement across the region. So not just our traditional security ally, the United States, but also the strengthening of relations with countries such as Japan, South Korea, our neighbour Indonesia in particular, also with India. I think what connects with all of this is the fact that we also see the third Foreign Affairs White Paper in the history of the nation being finalised at the moment. And this reflects an understanding that the military strategies are just one part to responding to the uncertainties in the region. We also need to have a blueprint for how to better engage and diversify Australia's relations in the region. This also includes the trade dimension. So far, for example, in 2014, over 40% of Australia's merchandise exports went to China. That's too much dependence on one country. So the belief is we need some sort of blueprint to diversify across the region, particularly strengthen our economic relations with Indonesia, also with India, which are middle major powers, but also strengthening markets. And many complementarities exist between those countries and the Australian market. Of course, ASEAN itself, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, remains critically important. It is Australia's second largest trading partner, and we also have strong security linkages with countries such as Malaysia, also with Singapore, as, for example, symbolised by the Five Powers defence arrangement, and a long history of bilateral cooperation. In fact, with Singapore, we've also just strengthened the strategic partnership significantly in the last year, with training taking place by the Singapore Armed Forces in Australian territories. So I think the Australian approach is to be more multifaceted, less dependent on the United States. President Trump has brought significant uncertainty. This, of course, will not be stated so much in the official public domain, but I'm quite certain that behind the scenes, a lot of people within Canberra in various agencies are highly concerned about the unpredictable nature of his regime. So we really need to look to our other friends, our other partners, and strengthen those relationships in order to contribute to a stable regional order.